philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Things are a hell of a lot better, and the wages have gone up higher, faster than inflation, and we have generated real economic growth.
My God. That was Biden at Glasgow. That's his pitch. Things are better. Things are already a hell of a lot better. Exactly what he said. When he said that, inflation is holding a 13-year high. When he was saying that, inflation's at a 13-year high. It's unbelievable. As for his economic growth, what's he, nuts? His policies, since he got in office, have killed economic growth, as all progressive monetary policies do. They're designed to. Monetary policies of progressive monetary policies is not designed to grow the economy or grow wealth. It's to grow the welfare state. We found that out with Obama. As for his economic GDP growth, what a lie. This is nuts. Now, think about this. The first quarter of 2021, our economic growth was about 6.5%. The second quarter this year, about the same, about 6.3%. The third quarter, 2%. So we dropped from 6% to 2%, but he says it's growing. Now get this. Let's compare the same third quarter of 2% this year, 2021, to just a year ago, 2020. It fell from 32% to 2%. But he's saying things are a hell of a lot better. Are you kidding me? He says wages are outpacing inflation. What a lie that is. Since November 2020 to November 2021, inflation has gone up 4.3%. Wages, 4.1. But wait a minute, you go, oh, that's not a big difference. Well, yes, it is. A huge difference. Because remember, small businesses were offering premiums, begging people to come back to work because progressive monetary policies tell people to stay home, learn how to play the piano, learn how to be a painter. Remember that? That's their policy and still is today. So businesses begging people, come to work. I'll pay you 20 to 30% above wage. I'll give you a premium. And people still don't go back to work. Are you kidding? So with premiums being paid in wages, 20 to 30%, wages, again, still aren't keeping up with inflation. This guy just lies. He lies. This is unbelievable. Remember this?
There were reports that were surfacing that your administration is planning to pay illegal immigrants who are separated from their families at the border up to $450,000 each, possibly $1 million per family. Do you think that that might incentivize more people to come over illegally?
If you guys keep sending that garbage out, yeah, but it's not true.
Not true. But the next day, it is true, he says. Not going to waste a cut. It is true. What's going on with this guy? This is unbelievable. I mean, just incredible. Then the jobs. I love the jobs report. He's been spinning that lousy job report, 511,000 jobs. He's been spinning that ever since it came out last Friday. And so hasn't the press, so hasn't the fake businesses. This is it. We've got a big turnaround. No, we don't. 511,000 jobs. He calls them jobs that he created. So I created 511,000. He didn't create one of those jobs. We talked about this yesterday. He didn't create those jobs. They're not created jobs. Those jobs, 531,000 jobs, those jobs were already created. They're on a hiatus. People weren't fired from their job. The job wasn't eliminated. People were told, go home and take a furlough. Go home. I'm going to close the plant down and go home because you're going to get government checks to take care of you. And boy, did the government checks come flying in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is crazy. So when you hear how he built these 500, created these, he didn't create one job. Job creation comes from risk, comes from entrepreneurs who do startup businesses, who take a risk. They could lose money. They could lose everything. They decide to start a business. That's where 75% of our jobs come from. Now, those are businesses you create. Did he take a risk? This guy hasn't taken a risk in 50 years. This guy's been living off the government, as most of those old farts, for 50 years in Washington. And that's the problem. Most of those people have no clue what's going on. He has no idea what's going on. He doesn't even know what inflation is. He doesn't know what it is. Pelosi doesn't know what it is. She's an old bat, 81 years old. She doesn't know anything. She goes and buys this addition for her refrigerator, for her ice cream, $25,000. You think she knows that there's people in this country that are working 1 and 2 jobs to make $25,000 a year? She can't even comprehend that. No more than that idiot Bush Sr. when he was running. Read my lips, no new taxes. Another lousy politician. He goes to the supermarket. Oh, he says, what's that? Wow. So people were scanning, or the cash register person was scanning the food going by. And this was a technology that was already in place like 15 years earlier. He thought this was brand new because he never went to the supermarket. He doesn't know what things cost. These people don't. When you make easy money, when you go to Washington and you're worth $100,000, which is average when a person goes to Washington, and they come out with 30 million, 20 million, 15 million, they're out of touch. And when you get these people who call themselves progressives, that they believe corporations and small businesses and people with wealth are evil, that they're responsible for income inequality. They're the bad people. But they have been chosen as a progressive. They've been chosen to protect the poor. They've been chosen to protect the ordinary. And they're going to protect the middle class. When they screwed the middle class, they're trying to destroy the middle class. They want the middle class out of the way. Cuba got the middle class out of the way. All these countries who went to socialism had to get the middle class out of the way. They hate the middle class. They're doing everything to destroy them. Boy, ever since Obama to where we are today, were they destroyed? Look at, all they do is advocate for social reforms from the bottom up. And the big deal, they want to replace free market system and capitalism with socialism. And for those like Bernie Sanders, a devout Marxist, he wants just plain communism. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
They're telling the working people, vaccinate or lose your job. I have not heard anywhere, vaccinate or no welfare, vaccinate or no food stamps. Am I wrong? Or are they just not saying that? They're only saying it to the working people.
Well, that's right, because they want to kill the working people. See, people don't understand. And that's why it's so important that you understand politics, that you understand when you go to that poll, there's two parties. There's the progressives, same as the socialists. They finally threw them out of England and Europe. This is the same thing they went through. And they want communism. I know that sounds crazy, but they do. I saw this girl the other night on TV. She came over from China, Red China. She said she lived in Red China. She said, and she got active in politics, and she won. I forgot what she won. I don't remember. But she said, I got so scared. She says, that's what I went through. I saw my parents go through it when I was a child. When I grew up, I went through it. It's the same thing they're doing here in this country, taking control of your schools and your businesses and everything else. So I know it sounds far-fetched when you hear, well, these people want communism. Well, that's how communism starts. My job is to try to make money for my people through this trend. We have a stock market that's going up. Almost every day, making new highs. I think the Dow up this year is up, 25%, the S&P 30%. All you had to do is sit there and buy the spiders. I tell my members that every morning. Why don't you just buy the spiders or buy the symbol XLK, which is a big tech. Just sit there because the market goes up for one reason, not earnings, not profits. You don't need profits. You don't need earnings. You don't even need sales. It's like going back to the old dot-com days. Didn't even have a desk. And what happened is, we saw in the last couple of days, except for today, when he announced, when Biden announced, or Powell announced, that he was going to keep interest rates at zero. Did you see that market go up? People were that's called a relief rally. Everybody was so relieved. Wow. God, now we're in our 14th year, we're just going to keep interest rates at zero. So the market can only go as one way. But as I show my students every morning, yes, the market's going that way, but not the economy. People don't understand that, and it's so hard to get across them. And this Friday, please go to my website on Friday, The Unfolding of the Market Crash, and I tell you, we didn't start that site so that we could say to you, on December 22nd at 1:30 in the afternoon, the market's going to crash. That's silly. We started the site to identify for you that the market is going up because it's financially engineered to go up. The market is not the economy. Don't believe the fake business people that the stock market reflects the health of the economy. No, the economy is in terrible shape. What we monitor, and every Friday, if you go to my site, philsgang.com, it's free. We have it posted about 6, 7 o'clock at night. It's free. And I take all the evidence during the week to identify our trend. While the stock market's going up, give you an example. We've been in Ford. And depend where you got into Ford with us, when it turned green, the color code on our technology, the color code turned green, it went up. If you got in early, you got about a 54% gain. If you got a little later, you got about a 25% gain. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to buy Ford because we're scared the market's going to go down. We know the market's going to crash. But we also know this. When the market crashes, we're just going to take our position and change it. But we also know this. Markets, you just don't wake up in the morning and the market's down 5,000 points. Doesn't work like that. It appears to be that way with people who don't know what they're doing. I always tell everybody the story. 1987, October, we had the big crash. My father started to short the market in January. It didn't crash till October. And what he taught me back then, all those years, he was showing me the trend. He said, don't watch the trend of the stock market. Be in there investing. The more important market or the more important trend is the crash trend. Are we trending towards a crash? Doesn't mean the market can't go up. That's called it's called a divergence. And if you take a look, okay, and I'm going to show you the whole thing on Friday. Don't miss it. Okay, it's free. But if you take a look, as the stock market's going up, and if you go back to February 2020, okay, we're up about, 35, 40%. Well, the market was going up because it was engineered to go up, and it was engineered to be pushed up by big tech stocks because they engineered it so that 10-year Treasury yields would be down. Interest rates would be low. They keep making sure interest rates would stay at zero. So that means the yields would go up. That means the growth stocks would go up. That means the tech stocks would go up as the economy is failing. So our GDP growth, if you take a look at it, if you take the third quarter a year ago, our GDP was 31%. We just got our third quarter in the other day. It's 2%. So we dropped from 31 to 2%. Now let's take the first and second and third quarter this year. First quarter, 6.5% economic growth. Second was 6.1. Second quarter, 6.1, and the third quarter, 2%. There you go. So Biden's telling people in Glasgow, boy, the economy's really doing. We're growing. No. And then you take a look, we got negative trade deficits, we got negative budget deficits, we got expanding national debt, we got inflation accelerating, 13-year high. And while he's telling the people in Glasgow his Build Back plan is going to reduce inflation, what a lie. Inflation's soaring. And then we got tight supply side. There's two sides to our economy. Okay, there is the production side, and then there is the supply side. The demand side, as we call it, everybody's big demand. Everybody wants, because they can't get anything, because they told everybody to stay at home. Nobody was producing. But we have the tight supply side. So you look at the tight supply side, inflation accelerating, expanding our national debt, negative budget deficits, on and on. Yes, we have a trend that identifies crashing. Now you want to know what stocks to be in on the upside. I'll do that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you when to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join the gang free for 10 days. Get your membership free and get your color-coded technology that's patent. Nobody else has it. It tells you when to buy, when to add to your position, when not to add to your position, when to run like hell. And it also gives you a call to action. The color code will change and tell you something's going on. Be prepared. Start turning a color of yellow. There's nothing out there like that. Try it for 10 days. It's free. It's free. Just call 877-600-GANG, and when you call, or if you go to my website, philsgang.com, just make sure you click on where it says Working Investor Group, because every day, Steve was at our education department, takes the portfolio, this is the actual portfolio of our gang members, and every day he goes through the portfolio, through each stock, and tells the members what to do if they're in that specific stock. I mean, here, give you an example. Today he had Caterpillar.
Caterpillar has a good uptrend, right? Just like I told you yesterday, if you add it here, add lightly, right? And
he goes on and explains what to do. So you come home from work. This has been posted since 2 in the afternoon. You come home from work, have your supper. You say, okay, what am I going to do with Caterpillar? Let me check. He tells you exactly what to do with Caterpillar. Do you have your broker call you and tell you that? Do you have anybody call and tell you what to do with your Caterpillar or any other stock? No, of course not. They could care less. We do, because guess what? We can't raise money for St. Jude if you're not part of the gang. Our gang members are the ones that take care of St. Jude. And we always say around here, as long as our people don't lose money, they'll stay with us forever, and they'll help St. Jude. We got to work hard to make money, but you got to work harder for them to keep the money. If you keep their money, they'll be here forever, and that's the way it works. That's what you really focus on. You focus on not losing money. The money comes easy. Give you an example. We talked about Ford a moment ago. You could have been. We got in 2 different times in Ford. You could have been up 45%, I think it was, and the other one, or 25%. That's just one. I have my annual Christmas stocking stuffers. Those stocks. Just join for the 10 days free. You'll see the stocking stuffers. And remember, every day we go over these stocks. See, the big problem, 80% of you are going to lose money because you don't know when to get out of a stock. And the stock market goes down, you're in a hope mode. See, most people don't believe the stock market's going to go down. They just don't believe that. And as soon as Powell said, we're not going to raise rates. Here, give me an example. Margin debt. Remember what I keep telling you. Our job here is to make sure people don't lose money. That's the hard work. It's easy. The other side is so easy. Making the money, that's nothing. That's easy. But making sure they don't lose money. And give you an example. I always talk about my trend. Not the stock market trend, because we know one thing. Until they change their policy, the market trend's only going to go up. Every morning. Like if the market closes down today, let's say it closes down 171 points, tomorrow morning it'll be up again. The plunger team goes in the morning. Okay, and they'll buy the stocks, they'll buy what they call futures, index futures, before the market opens, puts a footing in it, and all of a sudden the market's up 175 points tomorrow morning, or 50 points, whatever it is. They rig it to go up. They financially engineer it to go up by buying the futures. Or they could do that before 4 o'clock today. We're down 166 points. It could be down to 20 points by the end of the day, because they go in and make sure, because the market's been engineered totally. And with these low rates for 13 years, 0 rates, what are you, nuts? But here's what I want to point out. If you don't think my trend is correct, that the market is going up, you can have a trending up market while you got a trending crashing, a trending call the market for a crash. I mean, that's what we got. And I'm going to post this on Friday for you on my program. Okay, I put up every Friday around 6:30 on my YouTube channel. And you'll see it. And what you'll see is this trend of the stock market going up, and you'll see they call the action trend going down, meaning the economy's getting worse and worse. And the worse the economy gets, the more they're not going to raise rates. That's why they didn't raise rates. Now, take margin debt. That's another thing we watch all the time. The .com, now these are called our tourist investors. These are people who always get in the market at the wrong time. And when a lot of them come into the market right at the very end, you know the market's going to crash when you get a whole bunch of these people coming in. So let's take, for example, how much they borrowed during the .com bust. They borrowed $300 billion during the .com bust. During the financial crisis and housing crisis, traders borrowed $400 billion. Do you know what we're up now? Nearly $1 trillion. Just under $1 trillion. That right there tells me we're getting closer. That you talk about unfolding a market crash. That means that's one of the biggest signals when tourists come in and start buying stock, think they're going to get rich because they're never going to have interest rates go up again. But what's going to take this market down is the inflation, because when the inflation keeps getting worse and worse than it is, look what you're paying for gas and food. It's going to get worse and worse. And at one point, when we don't have all these subsidy programs, right now you can get food, you can get rent, subsidy, you get everything. And when that stops one day, what's going to happen is people are going to say, you know what, I got to make a decision. Should I pay my car payment or should I pay my credit card? Boom. That's when the market crashes. But my members will already be set up to take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. So let's think about it for 1 second, what's going on, which is crazy. Right now, they're manipulating the yields on the 10-year Treasury to go down. So when you have low yields, big techs are leading. So you want to be in the big tech stocks. Now, I'm not going to give you over the air what they are, because I always say this. If I give it to you over the air, you're not going to join the gang. So why should I join the gang? Give me the stock. And I always say, and I'm sick of seeing where people say, oh, I listened to Phil, I lost money. But they don't tell you the other side. You didn't join my gang. I talked about a stock on air, and then somebody buys the stock and they lose their butt. But they don't say that. They don't say that on the site. That, well, I never joined his gang. I was too cheap. I didn't want to spend $39.95. So I decided just to buy the stock and wing it. Yeah, good luck with that. Unbelievable. So anyways, the largest tax increases are going to hit us. The largest tax increases since 1968. You want to be in those stocks. They're going to take advantage of this. So join my gang, for God's sake. Do it free for 10 days. This guy is nuts. Think about this. We're going to have the largest tax increase since 1968. And we're going to have all these government handouts, green energy giveaways. And then they're going to tighten the regulations around the next small businesses. And we're going to have this big, big tax increase. Reagan came in 1981. He did the opposite. He cut taxes, the largest tax cut ever. And inflation dropped from 10% to 3%. Boom, like that. So how can this guy come and say he's going to have the largest tax increase in history and it's going to cut inflation? He's a liar. Inflation is not cut when you raise taxes. This Build Better Back program, you better be in the right stocks. You better be in the right construction stocks. You better be in the right cement stocks. I'm not going to give it to you over the air. Try it for 10 days free. 877-600-GANG. This is nuts what they're doing. But it doesn't matter to us because we make money whether it's going up or down. Check it out, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, some of the stocks that we are in, remember, it doesn't matter to us with inflation, wages, it doesn't matter. There's certain stocks that still keep going up, that they benefit from all this garbage. There's stocks that go up, they're going to benefit from higher inflation. There's stocks that are going to go up, they're going to benefit from these mandates where these companies with more than 100 employees, okay, they have to get jabbed. That's
And this is how, people say don't believe this. So if they're getting jabbed, people are leaving. That's causing a labor shortage. What does that mean? That means if we have a labor shortage, that means the dock workers and the truck drivers, those get worse. And you say, well, why would they do this? Why would they let this freight deal get worse? Why would they not care about inflation if it's going to hurt people's wages and hurt them financially? Because that's what they do. See, people don't understand. When you go and you decide who you're voting for, you better find out their policy. Go look it up. Progressives, they have the same policy all the time. Look at corporations as the enemy. Look at the wealthy as the enemy. Look at hardworking people as the enemy. Hardworking people who achieved, small business people who took a risk, built a business, and achieved is the enemy. They shouldn't have done that because they're making more than their neighbor who's sitting back, drinking a six-pack all day long and collecting his unemployment check or some welfare check. See, the progressives believe if you are working hard and you built a business, you're the bad guy. And if you're making $200,000 a year and the guy next to you is a bum, he's making $35,000 a year, and he gets all these subsidies and all free rental, and he gets rent checks, and he gets everything else in a free cell phone. Progressives believe they were put on this earth to right this wrong. That you shouldn't be making $200,000 a year. That's not right. There's income inequality there. You should redistribute your wealth to him and his 5 buddies who come over with their six-pack and sit there and drink all day. See, that's how they think. That's how they get control. That's what socialism is. And then the guys on top, like Bernie Sanders, who's a millionaire, and AOC, you watch the million she's going to make. One of my best friends came from Russia. I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff he tells me. All of it is to make a few people very, very wealthy. And you got to kill the middle class. So in the meantime, what we're going to do as a business, make sure our members aren't going to lose money in this market. And make sure they're in the right stocks as this inflation hits, as yields go higher, that they're going to be in the right stocks and they're going to keep making money. And they're not going to have to ever worry about getting caught in a crash or a correction because we're on top of it. We're on top of it because we watch every day those things that create a crash. Those things that create a crash that are part of the trend, the downward trend to a crash, which nobody thinks about. All they do is look at the stock market. Oh, it's going up, isn't that great? Get me in before it goes higher. Get me in. Oh boy, the stock's at 307. Get me in before it goes to 308. Those people don't know what the hell they're doing. Anyways, we got a nice list of stocks, and they're called my stocking stuffers for Christmas. And it's fun to have those. So why don't you just join my gang, free for 10 days, and you'll see that list. And every day, Steve, make sure you know what to do with each one of our stocks called the Working Investor Group. Every day, he takes each one of those stocks. So whatever one you selected, you know exactly what to do. You have no excuse to lose money. See, we work very, very hard. Okay, I'm making sure you don't lose money. I mean, that's the saying around here. If people don't lose money, they'll be with us forever. Make sure they don't lose money. Because making money is easy. Like Ford went up 50%. That's easy. That's easy. Got a color-coded chart. We have the experience. We know exactly when it's going to go up. But now, to convince a person to get out of that stock, that's the tough thing. Trying to make sure they don't lose money. 80% of people will not get out of their stock. They're greedy. They think it's going to go up some more. They're greedy. Don't know when to get out. It's unbelievable. We have to fight with them to get out. We have to fight with them to take profits on the way up. And here's the tough one. Let's say a stock is trading at $100 and there's some announcement and the next morning goes up to 1.25. You got everybody jumping in at the 1.25. It was $100 the day before. They make the announcement that morning. Stock goes to 1.25. You got everybody who's not in that stock jumping in. And then you got people who are in the stock adding more to it. And we're sitting there telling everybody, sell into it, sell into it, sell it, sell it. Because when stocks go up like that, they're not going up because of earnings. They're going with some announcement or whatever. Never chase that stock because it's going to pull back because they rigged that stock to go up. So that's where the hard work comes in here. The other hard work, so they won't lose money, is we have to convince them, do you know, if you stay with the same 6 stocks all year, as long as they're the top 6 stocks and your S&P 100, or the top 6 stocks in the Dow 30, they look at you like you're crazy. If you stay with the same stocks all year long, and you got the skill, which we'll give you, you got the skill to sell those stocks short. So we have, in my portfolio, Spiders, then we have Apple, Intel, Caterpillar, Goldman Sachs, and Schlumberger. That's a beautiful, it covers all the important sectors. Try to convince somebody to just stay with those stocks all year. Make money when they go up, short them when they go down. You know what kind of work that is? To put them in forward and make them 20, 30%, that's easy. But try to convince them not to lose money, to break those habits is nearly impossible. It's draining. But that's what we do every day. And then they finally get it. And when they get it, they go, God, why didn't I do that? A lot of people, they'll get a stock, right? The stock's at $262, goes up. Then they go, oh my God, I got to get in. I got to get in now at 252 before it gets to 264. I got to get in at 252 before it goes to 264. Really? And then when you try to tell them, no, the stock's going to do much better if you wait till it gets to 312. The stock has more of a chance going from 312 to 412 than from 262 to 412. They don't get it, so we have to work hard to convince them. Listen to this. This is Kramer. Listen to this stock. This is unbelievable.
MyTech, buy, sell, or hold.
I don't know. They got proprietary technology, recognition technology that I think is pretty cool. I've always liked the stock. I think it's got a good concept, so I'm going to say it's okay.
What an idiot. And this guy's going to buy it. Take a look at this thing. Nobody would buy this stock. Nobody except him. Are you kidding me? This is awful, this stock. This is crazy. MITK. All right. I put it up here so if you have a mobile device, you can take a look at this thing. MITK. It's red. It's going down. Money's pouring out of the stock. He's telling people to buy it. It broke the 2 supports. You don't buy it now. See, this is a stock that you should have been shorting, making money on the way down. You don't buy it now. You wait until you get your call to action. It's got to turn from red to yellow, then from yellow to green. And then when it's finally green, then you buy it. He's telling them to buy it now. We got 7 of Kramer's stocks we're following. They're all losers. Because he always does the same thing. Impress you that he knows the CEO. He knows the CEO. Who cares about the CEO? Most CEOs are stupid. What you want to know is what is the trend of the money. You don't need to know the CEO. All right, hey, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. It's free for 10 days and get the color-coded chart, or go to my website, philsgang.com.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.